Hi all, welcome to All Talks Female Engineer, a platform that aims to encourage, empower and educate women in the field of engineering, those who aspire to be in the field, and women who just want to know how is it like to be us in the so-called male-dominated field. I'm Tshegofatso More, and in today's video, I will be interviewing a woman who is so inspiring, who has achieved so much at a young age. She has recently graduated in her PhD in mechanical engineering, has a master's in research and development management, and a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. She is also a member of an organization called KTG, which focuses on exposing the youth at getting information and opportunities that we did not have. She is an author or publisher of 2 articles that we will get into, and she comes from the dusty streets of Soweto. She's an engineer and a sustainability manager. Please help me welcome Dr. Refilwe Ngwaku. Welcome. Oh man, we have been saying we're gonna do this interview for the longest time. This is our second interview. Our first was a trial run, and we hope that we will give you guys all the information that you guys need and want from us, but also what we can share and give to you guys. So we're gonna start with ice-breaking questions just to make both of us, comfortable, but mostly our guest. So first question on this list, coffee or a tea person?
I'm a coffee person.
And why?
I just think that it energizes me. So every day at work starts with a coffee. If I don't have coffee, then I know it's gonna be horrible. So it's just that thing that, I don't know if it's in my head or something, but yeah, coffee.
Funny thing is that I offered her something to drink, and she said coffee, but changed her mind because I'm having tea.
Yeah.
But I see. Okay, and then the song you listen to on your way here?
The Story I Tell by Maverick City. Yeah, that's one of the songs that I really like. I listen to it, I think, almost every day.
You can check it. Okay, so you were saying you listen to The Story I Tell by Maverick City.
Yes.
Why that particular song?
I think I've been listening to it for quite some time. It motivates me, it keeps me going. I'm a very spiritual person, and I believe that I am where I am today because of God.
True.
And so I have a testimony for everything, and it's just a way for me to reflect on where I come from. Yeah.
Oh, that is great. I also am a Maverick City fan. I would not say which song I like. I think it's most of them.
Yeah, me too.
I play it on YouTube and I'm like, this song is my favorite. But I never go back and see what's the name of the song.
I hope I didn't get the name wrong. Yeah, that is my favorite song, my go-to song.
Okay, and then hidden talent or unusual hobby?
Maybe hidden talent is that I'm actually funny, so I like joking a lot.
Really?
And people think because, oh my gosh, she has a PhD, she's such an uptight person, she doesn't joke, but I actually really joke a lot, and people say I'm funny. I hope I am, but yeah, I think that's the hidden talent. Hobby,
I don't want to put you on the spot, right? But one joke.
No.
One joke for us, for the audience, that you can.
We will do that as we go.
As we go.
Yeah,
okay, as we go. Please, we're
Hopefully.
holding her to that. Our last, before we close off, we want to hear a joke from you, so that we know. Because I'm really not a jokester, so I don't know. And I like listening to people who joke a lot, because I love laughing and all of that. But so we are holding her to that.
Okay.
And then your current read, podcast or show?
Current read, The CEO X Factor. I started reading it last year when a mentor of mine became a CEO. And so I was like, oh my God, I've never thought of being a CEO. And when I spoke to her, she was like, yeah, no, I recommend this book for you. And it's been so helpful. Hey?
Is it?
It's been so helpful, especially because I just started at a new company. So I know how to think because of that. It covers a lot of inspirational people, a lot of CEOs, and there's just so much to learn from it.
What's one thing, one note from that book that would grasp people to go get it?
Okay.
From your point of view.
From my point of view, I have two. One is from Mteto Nyeti. He's a chairperson, I think, of BSG or BCG. Yeah, so he said he's an engineer, and I think that's why I resonated with him. He said that being an engineer doesn't mean that you should always just focus on the hard skills. You must know that the soft skills are also important, how you communicate to people. And being an engineer doesn't mean you won't be a CEO, because it's mostly known for finance people. So that was quite inspirational for me. And then another one is the CEO of Vodacom. I forgot his name. He said that and it was so relevant for me because I had just started a new company and I wanted to prove myself. And he said, if you are asked to do X at your work, do X, Y, Z. Don't limit yourself to what to what they asked you to do. So always be forward thinking. And
So that is actually nice. And I like the engineers one. I'm not being biased. I'm not being biased, but
Obviously.
I like that one because, what did he say again? Sorry?
He said the hard skills are also, the soft skills are also as important as the hard skills.
Yes. And because why I like that is that we always seen, I was telling someone that I see myself being like above and beyond, being there. And this is not even an engineer who said this to me. And this lady was like, but you as an engineer, you end here. And I was like, but what guarantees you to say I'm gonna end here when there is such people who can actually hold such high places? But that is very
There's no limitation.
There's no limitation in anything, honestly. And she's the proof of that. She's honestly the proof of that. And then the best advice you've ever received.
The best advice I've ever received. Be visible. I think work related. I met a lady at a conference or a networking event, and she told me that yes, your skills are very important, but be visible, talk about your skills. Don't just be the best out there and think that your work is going to speak for you. Sometimes your work won't speak for you. So you need to make sure that wherever you go, you must be visible. So that's the best advice. So wherever I go, I try to make sure, in as much as I'm a humble person, but when I get into a room, I try to show and be visible.
Actually, I keep on ending on your things because she's speaking to me too.
I'm glad.
She's speaking to me too. That is true. That is true. Then another one. So we have 3 icebreakers left.
Okay.
Another one, something you failed at and what did you learn from it?
Something I failed at. Should it be like a module or just...
Could be anything you felt like, here, Lord, what the heck? But there was that significant lesson that you learned from that.
I think presenting at first. I'm sorry. So I was a shy person, and there was a time where I used to work. So there's morning presentations, and you have to present whatever work you are doing or present about your masters and things like that. And so I was asked to present, but because I don't know why I didn't prepare, for some reason I was just like, no, I'll be able to do it. And it was a fail. Like it went horribly. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. The
Oh my.
CEO even came to me and said, you know what, I think you should do Toastmasters. But I think it's just that I was nervous or also not preparing. So I learned from there that I'm not a natural public speaker. If I have to go present at an engagement or with client calls or things like that, I need to actually sit down and prepare. So yeah, it taught me that preparation is key. So you need to prepare.
This lady just keeps on giving us points and points and points and points. But no, preparation is key. I'm also not public speaker. I'm very shy.
But you do so well, hey?
I honestly avoid speaking.
Really?
I avoid it. But
you're so confident, ma'am.
I try. I think I try. I you know, when you say when you step into a room, you need to now show. When I step now, I'm like okay. But I read the room first, see what is happening. Then I become at ease. The second last question on our icebreaker: if engineering had a superhero, what would her powers be?
I think it would change the world. So I'm in the field of sustainability. And so I think that our processes would be more sustainable. People wouldn't be negatively affected because our industries does affect a lot of people, the carbon emissions and things like that. So I think we are getting to a point where we are trying to abate these carbon emissions. But if engineering was a hero, I think from the start we wouldn't be here. We would at least be working towards combating climate change and not reacting to it. Yeah.
Okay, and then last question on our icebreaker. Not our last question, but our last question on our icebreakers. Please describe your job to a 5-year-old.
Okay.
A 5-year-old, remember?
Okay.
5.
Okay. I'm going to describe my two roles, right?
Okay.
Because I just started at a new company, so I haven't done a lot of, I think there is some impact, but it's been 9 months. So I'm going to start from where my career started. So I was a consultant for the mining industry, and what I did there was assist them with efficiency projects. So it can be energy, so managing their energy usage, managing their water, making sure that they recycle enough water, making sure that they understand their impact on the environment. So on a daily basis, I would just collect data, analyze the data, check what the consumption looks like. Is there anything we can improve from there? And also later on, I started helping them with diesel rebates projects. So just finding initiatives that can help them gain revenue. So instead of just spending, it is something that will also bring money in. That was the first 7 years of my life. And then now I am a sustainability manager at one of the big 4 firms. And I work with the UK. So my biggest client is in the UK. So what I do is I help governments and companies in the UK understand their impact on the environment. And also, since they've set net zero targets, I help them get to that point. So they set targets and I develop pathways on how they can get there. Yeah, so I hope it's easy now.
I don't think for a 5-year-old, but we definitely got what she does.
Yeah.
Okay, so then on our next questions, I have a whole lot of questions to ask this lady. Because we all do want to learn from her and know how can we get to where she is, because wow, she has done so much and we're about to hear all about it now. First question. Who is Dr. Refilwe?
Dr. Refilwe is just a girl from Soweto. I studied chemical engineering, as you said. That was my first degree for 4 years, and then after that I went to consulting. So yeah, I am an engineer at heart. I love engineering. I'm an academic. I'm a published author of 3 articles. Yeah, I enjoy I enjoy publishing. I'm a lover. I love life. I love having fun. So I try to. There's no such thing as work-life balance, but I try to, balance it by having a fair share of fun and also working hard. Yeah, I think I'm a quiet person, but when I'm around people that know me, I'm very bubbly, and yeah, that's basically Refilwe.
I would have thought that you actually, as much as yes, you bring that you're quiet, reserved, but I thought initially you talk.
Really?
Honestly,
No,
honestly, I thought that she talks. I remember back in varsity, I met you. You know, these chemical engineers would
With
hold
our
a lot of books that we don't understand. So I thought, because I would see you with Kia and I think your other friends, and I thought, no, man, she talks. It's just we didn't talk much, but like I was like, no, she talks. But
No.
having interviewed you at first, I was like, nah, she's just like
Yeah, no.
she's just like
No,
me.
I don't talk much, shame. I don't talk much. I think I'm an introvert, but my friends say I'm not. Maybe I'm in between. Yeah.
Yeah, no. And then what inspired you to pursue engineering?
I think, to be honest, I needed a career that was going to change my life and my background. So I knew that I want something where I'm going to immediately get a job after completing the degree. So I think that's why I wanted to come into engineering. Before, my first option was mining engineering, actually. I'm glad I got to get experience in the mines. But then a friend of mine told me that, no, mining is not doing so well, so maybe do chemical engineering. And then I listened, but yeah, I don't know if I agree as much because, so that's how I got to doing chemical engineering. I researched a bit about it and I saw that, oh, okay, so you can work at Sasol, you can work anywhere, and now you can even work at banks. So I was like,
Everywhere.
So I'm doing this thing. So yeah, because of the fact that I needed to get a career where I will definitely get a job, where a job is guaranteed. Yeah, mostly because of my background, yeah.
You know, you speak about your background, and a lot of people, well, we've seen from your LinkedIn and all of that, that you come from Soweto, and there's a lot of black girls who in Soweto, and not even Soweto, but in townships where they don't have this image, this whole model, and like somebody to look up to and say, yo, I want to be that, you know. How do you ensure that you do that for the community?
I think I do that through KTG. It has given me that platform to go and talk to young girls, to just say, guys, we can do it. This is, although it's a male-dominated industry, even women can make it, and we are here and we've made it.
Yes.
So it gives us that platform to just motivate them and say, girls, you can do it. You can provide for yourself and you can be successful within this male-dominated space. So yeah.
No, it is great what you guys are doing there at KTG. So just to ensure we are on the right path. So, what do you wish you knew before starting your engineering career?
I wish I knew that you won't always get compliments for the work that you do, in as much as you work hard and you are trying so hard to do well, especially for us as women. So you work with a lot of males, and for me, I also worked in a predominantly white company, and so it was so difficult to see that I'm working twice as hard, but you don't get recognized for the work that you do. So I think the one thing is continue to do the best that you can. That's what I learned. Continue to do the best that you can, although you are not getting the recognition. One day it will come, but be comfortable with doing your best without expecting to be rewarded. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that is true. Like, I was talking to someone regarding, work and what's happening, and you always feel like, I'm not doing enough because they are not praising you or they are not recognizing and it's like, but what is it? Why am I still here? So it's that thing of you just need to continue, carry on. You're doing it for you to move forward. Somehow somebody is going to see the life and the knowledge that you have.
And your contribution. Keep on going.
Yeah. And then, so surviving your first year as a female engineer at a workplace, how was that? Because you said you worked at a predominantly white male, you black. So how was that?
It was hectic. I think, first of all, for my first year, I did chemical engineering, and so I was hoping to get a job at like a chemical engineering company, Sasol, whatever. And so the first year I needed to adjust to the different mindset to say, as a chemical engineer, you can work anywhere. And this is where I got the opportunity, so I must give myself time to learn. And then also, I learned a lot of the soft skills. I mean, I went in and I'm like, I'm smart, I'm an engineer. But then they want you to present your work. They want you to be visible, like I said.
Yeah.
And they take you more seriously when you are out there. So for me, that was quite a challenge for the first year. Apart from the fact that I needed to learn new work, I was in sustainability. It has nothing to do with mass balances that I did. So it was, the challenge was adapting to the new environment, knowing that you must sell yourself to your managers, you must, I think they don't teach us that in varsity.
They do not teach us that. And I think it's a soft skill that they need to start doing for everyone, actually, both boys and girls, but predominantly I would say girls need this more in this field. All right, and then questions. There's a couple we're gonna go through. Whoop. Hope you prepared. But and then I did ask you this, why you chose your, did I ask it?
Yeah.
Why you chose your engineering discipline?
No, you didn't.
I think you got into it when how you pursued the engineering.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're gonna skip that, but let me get comfortable. I like being comfortable so that I don't feel like, All right, so another one was, what helped you in a moment where you felt like you wanted to quit?
Again, I'm gonna bore people with my background. I just felt like I can't quit. I can't fail. There's a lot of people looking up to me. My mom is hoping that at least one of my kids should have a degree. And so I had to think about that, and I had to ask myself, okay, if I give up now, what then? What am I gonna do? So that kept me going. I worked so hard. And it was difficult. Engineering is really, sometimes you get to a point and you're like, I don't want to do this. This is not what I thought. I mean, I used to get 80s, 90s in high school, and I'm here and it's just Libo 2%. So
whatever that can get you through,
so
you
just
question, like, thank you, Lord.
Yeah, you start questioning yourself. Am I really capable of this? So I think my background really contributed to say, I'm not gonna go back there. I'm not going back to Soweto without this degree. I'm not going back without a job. So I need to actually work hard. I don't have a choice.
So your background basically motivated you to be where you're at right now.
Yeah.
And then are you the only, well, You did mention that you have sisters, but are you the only child, or where are you in the broad of kids that your brother has?
I am the second child.
Okay.
And the last born. My
Last
mom
born.
has, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 of us. I have a sister.
Okay.
Very close to me.
Yes.
Close to my heart. But yeah, it's just me and my sister.
Okay,
I hope we had more though. But
It's always the case.
Yeah.
It's always the case. But I think having just more than one kid is enough, because at least you have somebody you know, who can be like and knows what's happening.
Yeah.
So having a sibling is a good thing.
it is.
It's a good thing. And then as a female, okay, this one is one that I think a lot of females would want to hear from you and from all of us who are working. How would you ask for what you deserve? Especially in terms of raises, promotions, and respect in the work field.
How would I ask for what I deserve? I think I learned, 3 years in, that they can only say no. I think somebody advised me at some point that they can only say no. So if you want something, go and talk to the relevant person. You don't even have to, and be okay with them saying no at the end of the day, but try. It's better than staying there and not getting what you deserve. So I go to that office and I'm like, plus they like saying, yeah, it's an open door policy, thinking that we won't go.
Yeah.
So you should actually go. It's difficult. It's a difficult conversation to have. But when you go, you must make sure that at least your work is good enough. You must make sure that you've done your work and they don't doubt your deliverables. So you deliver, you're always on time, and so that you at least have the confidence.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's what that's how I go.
How you go for what you deserve.
Yeah.
But you know, there are areas where you know the work that you've done. They've seen it, you know it yourself. And some, especially in this male-dominated field, they feel like it's not adequate enough. It's not, compared to the male counterpart, it's like you did nothing.
Yeah.
And they will tell you, but how now? I know what I did. I know what I deserve. I know, Kuti, you put me in this thing.
Yeah.
I can do it. I won't need any help. Yes, then they say ask. We are not all geniuses. Yeah? Yes, we're engineers, but we are not all geniuses. There's things that you will ask so that they can pave the way, because they know they've been there before you. But how now do you challenge that?
You must just be confident and believe that you are worthy of those things. It starts with you. So know that actually I'm deserving. These people are not doing me a favor.
True.
I didn't come here because out of pity, actually.
Yes.
I know someone said, yeah, I know you must be grateful that you're working at this company. But grateful when I worked so hard to be here. And
like you studied 4 years. Engineering, you studied masters, you studied this, and you're telling me I must be grateful. I'm going to school. Yes, not everything is all education, but education is the stepping stone to where you want to go.
Yes.
And so, all the experiences will come with that as well. But it's like,
no, have the confidence and tell them that you are. I think for us, shame, I'm from a white-dominated company, and so some people would think, no, they are here because of BEE, because they are part of the quota, and you have the degrees. Sometimes you even have more degrees than them. And I think those were some of the arguments I had at work, to say, no, I deserve more because I actually worked hard for this, and I deserve. You are not doing me a favor. If I leave this company, I'm definitely gonna get a job.
Yes.
So
it's not like
it's not like it's not like you are stuck there and you didn't work. Some people are gonna need you and they will use you. So they
and
they
it
must
might
do right
that.
by you.
Sorry to interrupt you, but it might that maybe like, because there's a lot of people who are not working with degrees whatsoever, it might be that, yes, in the first few months, years, or whatsoever, that you won't get a job, but there is definitely someone out there that's looking to hire you. And even if you don't go to that, I always say, as engineers, we are thinkers. We can always think of something that we can do, come up with, even develop more, something that has been there to make a living out of it. It's not easy. It's not easy.
It's not.
But it needs the motive. It needs the courage. It needs you to be there and want to do something for your life and not say, yeah, but I have this degree. What now? My phone keeps locking itself, and all my questions are here. But okay, and then. What's the role of mentorship in an engineering journey, and yours, if you did have? What would you tell our audience about it as well?
Yeah, it's so important. If you can, you need to get a mentor, because you get an opportunity to have an outside person to look at your life and say, and comment. You tell them everything. This is where I am, and they'll reassure you. First of all, they'll tell you where you are doing things wrong. They will advise you on the steps you need to take. So it's very important. I think it's very important. I also just got a coach now at work, because for you to get that the raise or the position that you want to go to, you need to have somebody that has been where you are. So you always have to have that one person to look up to and to talk to. So definitely I highly recommend it, and they will reassure you. Mentors are there to guide you and tell you that now you are not doing the right thing, maybe go this way. So and they hold you accountable.
Yes, that's true. But how does one get a mentor? It's even for me, like, I feel like it's so difficult to find a mentor. How can one go about finding a mentor?
What I do is, if I've been in an engagement with you, maybe a meeting, or I saw you somewhere, or I saw you on LinkedIn, I'm not scared of approaching people. I'm never like, I know that I need something from you. You have something that I don't have, and so I'll come after you. Sometimes it means you have to go first and you have to give first, and a lot of things. But just go out there, DM people. I DM people. I don't know how many people I've DM'd actually. At some point I felt like, no, I did engineering, but then there's this sustainability, and this is the only thing I know. Am I going to be stuck here? And I got a mentor from LinkedIn. I saw this other guy and I was like, yo, dude, can I please meet you, because I don't know where I'm going with this. And then he told me that no, but in sustainability is everywhere. As an engineer, there's hydro plants that are being built. There's and from that I got a different perspective. So just DM those people. If you like somebody and you see that they're doing well, DM them. Don't be scared of and people like compliments. So always start with complimenting and telling them, oh my God, you're doing so well. I would like to be where you are, or whatever. Hopefully they don't get intimidated. But most of the time they really like people who come to them and compliment. So start with that, and then easily tell them that, no, I would like you to be my mentor. How do we do this? Do we meet monthly, quarterly, so
actually that's a great advice that I think I'm also going to use myself.
And you don't have to have one mentor, just to add. You can have multiple.
A lot.
Oh, I wanted to add, now that we're talking about mentorship.
Yes.
There's a new phrase that I learned now when I'm in corporate, that it's not about what you know, it's who you know. So if you develop these relationships and try hard to get mentors, one day they will mention your name in rooms where
you are not
you are not in, and they will give you different opportunities. So
that is great. That is great and very inspiring. And then Whoop. You published, not 2. On my notes is 2 because the last time I didn't know about this third one. So you published 3 articles. What are they about?
They are on diesel management in the mining industry. So basically using data-driven approaches to manage diesel in the mining industry. So we had a lot of wastages, and so I wanted to be a pioneer in the field, and they are also a part of my PhD. And yeah, so basically using data to make decisions. And data
is it's thriving.
Data is gold, literally. So yeah.
And I think it's a good thing in mining, especially because there's just so many things that are happening. And a lot of mines are still backdated.
Yes.
A lot of mines are still backdated. Data is like, why are you trying to confuse us?
Yeah.
This system works, let's stick to that system. You know it.
And that's how it was so difficult to convince them to say, please, can you at least add a meter here because I would like to measure this. Yeah, because they focus more on production and, you know, as long as we are producing, profits are there, it's fine. But yeah,
you also need to look at how are we producing those things. I do agree with that. I'm also trying to look somewhere in the data, you know, field and try to incorporate it in mining because wow, we cannot be doing backdated things, guys.
No,
we cannot. We've been doing this before. The generation is different. The world is moving.
Yes.
So. But yeah, and then have you ever felt underestimated in your career and how did you handle it? I might have asked or you have said it, but
yes, maybe I said it, yeah.
But can you get us through that again?
I have, especially at my first job. I stayed there for 7 years, so maybe that's why I have so many experiences there. But I have been undermined, especially because of the BEE thing. You'll be told that no, you are here because of BEE, and so you work so hard to prove yourself. I remember, there was a time I even went to the mine and I stayed there until 9 because I was like, I have to go back and give them results. And I know that our male counterparts wouldn't do that. They'll be like, no,
I'm tired.
I'm going home. And by virtue of them being male, they are trusted, and you know, they believe that no, you went and you did your best. But with you, it's like, oh my God, maybe she didn't even do it. So yeah, so you work extra hard to try and prove yourself. Yeah, that was the most difficult thing, but it is what it is.
But how can we change it? How can we, because as much as we have HR, we have, you know, I feel like the male counterparts are still not getting used to the fact that there is females who are studying to be engineers. There's females who are engineers in this. How can we, as a community of females, make that visible, make our male counterparts know? Because we don't even have, yes, we do have organizations that, you know, we fight for women, even this one. But like, I feel like I would like, I don't know, maybe it's something we can talk about here. Like if we have it's like a union type of thing, where it supports women, it hears women and fights for women.
Yeah.
I think if that somebody, maybe you or anyone amongst us, I feel like if that could be created, it would go places.
We should definitely do that. More women must speak up.
Yeah.
And we must voice out and say, we belong in these rooms. It's not a favor that we are here. So us who are in front, we need to really speak up and invite more people. I think your platform is also a good tool for females to see that this can be done. And so we need more platforms like this. Maybe a union, like you said. I was part of WIMSA.
Yes.
Many years ago. Well, not many, maybe 3 years ago. Yeah, and we also used that platform to encourage equality and to say women belong in these rooms, we belong in these tables. And what we wanted to focus on, I think at some point we said we are focusing so much on women, and women are not really the problem. What we need to focus on is speaking to these males to say they belong. And at some point we shifted and said, no, let's involve them. We've done so many seminars telling women that you can do it, you can do it, but let's invite them to come and see that
women can also do it. That is actually a good idea and good point.
Yeah,
because I've seen in the workplace where you bring women and they're like, yo, we bring this woman again. But you need to realize, Ukuti, what are you doing as a company to ensure that you have this woman? Like, I was having a conversation with one of the girls at my workplace regarding, you're a woman now, you're a mother now. How did you go about it? So when she was pregnant, she was in another company, and they had all the nice facilities for women that other companies are like doing now, but they still, in the mining industry especially, they still that lack, where they like, no, but they say they want to be equal. They want to be equal, but they also want us to treat them as the price, and we're like, no, it's not that you are treating us as the price. You need to know as to the things back then, they were male focused.
Yes.
Now you are bringing females. What are you doing?
Yes. How are you?
You are bringing these females, but you want them to live in a male, like in a male environment that you had for males.
Yeah.
But you are not considering that. And I think, like what you said, you need to bring this men to know about these things.
Yeah, we need to have that conversation.
These are the conversations that we want to hear, and it's real life. But and then what does an inclusive engineering workplace look like to you?
I think to me, where women are trusted to lead multi-million projects, where they trust that we can actually do it, we know just as much as they do, and we are hands-on. So just because you are a woman doesn't mean that you can't go underground. You also can, if the right PPE is there for you and everything else supports you going underground. So yeah, I think just giving us equal opportunities, making sure that somebody at least advocates for women to be trusted. Yeah, and I think even us, unfortunately, we have the responsibility to continue to try and sell ourselves and show up. So it mustn't be, oh no, I'm a woman, so I need a seat at this table. It must be, I have the skills, I have the same amount of experience. There's no way I don't belong in this
in this table.
Yeah.
That is powerful. And then what do you think companies can do better to support women in this field?
Ooh, hey, they can do a lot. I think.
Let's name 4. If you can't get to 4, 3 is fine.
Mentorship again. Have people, even males, mentor females to show us how they got there. And have a lot of programs. I think we'll bring a new university student to work or something like that to encourage more women to be able to come to these fields and show that women can be in leadership. I think that's the main thing. Give us those opportunities and at least give us a chance. Open those doors, and then for us, that's what companies should do differently. Trust us more.
These companies, but we should not, what is the word? We should not be discouraged with what we are saying. We're going through it so that those coming after us
don't have to. Yeah.
Exactly. And then work-life balance. You say there's no such thing as a work-life balance, but is there really no such thing?
There's really, really no such thing. like you can't balance everything. You always have to sacrifice one aspect of your life. I think with my masters, that's where I saw that, oh my God, so I'm sacrificing all of my friendships, but it's temporary. So it depends on how you prioritize. I remember when I used to go out, I'd feel so guilty, and when I come back, I'm like, okay, tomorrow I have to study the whole day, the whole night, just to compensate. So just make your own balance, make things work.
Yes.
Tell yourself that, okay, sharp, I went for a date, but then it means that I have to work a little bit extra, So balance it in that way, but really there's no such
there is no such thing. We try. At the end you get tired and you're like, yo, come there's rest, you need to rest. It's like iphela nini.
But you must do it.
You need to continue doing it. And then any routines or habits that help you to stay productive?
I think when I really, really want to focus, I would go to the gym, especially after work, because all of my studies I was working. There was never a point where I wasn't working. So I will go. Yeah,
guys, you see, you can do it. You can work, study,
everything. So I think just walking, I don't like the gym that much, but walk just to take your mind off of the work stuff and everything, so that you can get now into your groove. I think that's what I do. I always relax before the next thing. So don't try and say, okay, I'm going to go to work, and then after work I'm immediately going to study. You're going to burn out. So try to give yourself time to rest. Sometimes watch TV. I do watch a lot of TV or even TikTok. To forget a bit about the other things that you were doing, and then prepare for the next activity.
Life. It's all about balance, which is not there, but
trying.
You try, yazama. And then any advice you'd give to your younger self?
Believe in yourself. I think I would say believe in yourself. Success can emerge from even the most unexpected places. So your background really doesn't determine your success. You can be successful from even where you come from. Be confident, and it's not, sometimes you are scared to speak because you're like, ish, now I'm around people that So don't doubt yourself. I would tell myself that I can do it. I didn't think I would get to a PhD, but definitely.
And here you are.
And here
guys, PhD. That's one thing. I'm like, everyone's like, are you gonna do your PhD? I'm like, I don't want to die again. No. But you inspire us. So we see people like this, and we're like, we can do it. Definitely. Regardless of where you come from. I always tell people, regardless of where you come from, as long as you have the drive, you have the will, and you believe in yourself, nobody else. Nobody else. And then what excites you most about the future? Your future, the future of engineering, and just the future in general?
I think the fact that things are changing. There's AI now. Life is easier with AI. I saw a post the other day that I can't believe before AI, we used to write all of these things by ourselves. So I like the new opportunities, the new jobs that are coming. You get a chance to be innovative. In my space now, I'm dealing with net zero projects, and so I need to plan for them and say, okay, how do we get to this net zero? Is it even real? So what excites me is that, learning new ways of thinking, new ways of living, and
AI is helping all of us. All of us. You want to write this? I always go, ChatGPT, how can I write 1, 2, 3? How can I motivate 1, 2, 3? How can the world?
It is quite helpful.
But
don't depend
on it. Yes. It's just for, like I say, you know how to articulate yourself, but you just need that thing of, okay, I can put it this way.
Yes.
And then you
Improve
edit
this.
exactly.
Yes.
You edit from there. So what I do is that I would put, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's
but
exactly what I do.
how can I articulate it in a way that's formal, that's presentable, that's whatsoever? Because Ninning, you'll be talking and you're like, yo, Maratsehu, what are you saying? You know? All right, and then I think it might be the last question. Let me just run through all my questions that I had. Yeah, I think it's the last question. What do you hope the next generation of women engineers gets to experience that you didn't?
They get to experience a workplace that is more equal, a workplace where you don't feel like you are different. You feel like you are part of the team, where we no longer have to say this is a male-dominated industry, where there's actually more females than males. I think, yeah, I hope we get to that point.
Yeah, no, I think with time we will, and given more women just advocate for us.
Yes.
It's not because we are special.
Yeah, no.
It's not because, hey, we want, but it's the realization that women are entering this field and they're entering this space.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know, is there anything that you would like me to ask you that I didn't touch on? Maybe.
No, I think I'm good.
I think she just wants to be done, but yeah.
I think I'm good.
No, but thank you so much for joining us, and we learned a lot. I think the audience as well can attest to the fact that we learned a lot from what she said. She's really a powerhouse. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on our channel, at A.T.F.E, as well as our Instagram, which is All Talks Female Engineers. We will all be there. It will be posted on YouTube, this video, and Instagram. And let's just communicate with each other.
Yeah.
So where to now?
I'm reading the CEO X Factor, so hopefully we are going to CEO.
I think the next time we have her here, we'll be talking to CEO Doctor.
Yes.
All right then, bye.